Welcome to
Canadian
Doenjang!
Doenjang!
Hi, I'm Cindy,
I'm Heejoo.
and today we're going to talk about Korean street food.
Yay!
So Korea has some really delicious street food.
Yes.
And you can find it anywhere. It's actually much better than in Toronto.
Yeah, every corner, street corner pretty much would have street food.
And they operate like all night long, so you can like go to them at like 10 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning. When you come out of the bar or before you go to the club. So one of the reasons we're talking about street food is because we might be making something street foody today. What's your favorite street food?
Well, my favorite street food, it's called Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki, or a spicy rice cakes, is actually what we're making today.
Yay!
And if you look around, Heejoo, what do you think we're missing from the recipe, the ingredients in a recipe for traditional tteokbokki?
We got the main rice cake here and the vegetables and eggs and sauce. But I think you're missing my favorite topping, the fish cake, odeng.
Yes, we are missing the fish cake, which is normally in almost every tteokbokki recipe I've ever had.
It's impossible to make tteokbokki without it.
It's actually not. One day, this past winter, when I wanted to make tteokbokki, I thought I had all the ingredients, but I was missing odeng.
Oh my god.
So I'd already started making it though.
I wouldn't make tteokbokki without it. If I don't have it, I'll just stop making it and I'll just wait.
However, I'm Canadian and I like to try new things, and I almost always have bacon in my fridge. So I decided to try tteokbokki with bacon.
Wow.
It is delicious.
That sounds actually maybe even better than odeng. Wow, that's a brilliant idea.
So today we're having Canadian tteokbokki. So this is a fish broth, or more technically, an anchovy broth. So we're going to use 1/3 cup of anchovies. You can use the little ones like I'm using, but most people use the big ones. I just bought the wrong ones once. And then 4 cups of water. So basically we're going to bring it to a boil and let it boil for 20 minutes. And now you need to strain out all the anchovies. So you just want this broth. So be very careful, because remember, this is the hot liquid. And let's go make the sauce. So this is a kind of a spicy sweet sauce. So one of the main ingredients is
gochujang,
Korean red pepper paste. So we're going to put basically 1/3 cup of gochujang. This is not a dish not for the faint of heart.
Wow, it'll be spicy.
And then there's 1 tablespoon of red pepper powder, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of sugar. But that's not the only sweet thing to go in it. We're also putting 2 tablespoons of honey. You can also use creamed corn syrup instead of honey, but I like the taste of honey better than corn syrup. Not that it really matters much. And 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Do you know what you call the street vendor cart in Korean?
Street vendor carts?
Yeah.
I don't know actually. What do you call them?
So there's a specific name for it. And it's actually a funny word. It's called 포장마차.
포장마차?
Yeah, 포장마차.
Okay. What does that mean?
So it means 포장 means wrap, like a gift wrap, 포장.
Okay.
And matcha means horse carriage.
A wrapped horse carriage.
Yeah.
Kind of like a caravan, like a gypsy caravan.
Yeah. So it's called 포장마차, and that's where we go in and have the street food.
I never knew that.
It's a cute word, 포장마차. So we can say, let's go 포장마차. 포장마차 가자.
Interesting. I don't think I ever made a plan. We just naturally ended up with that.
When I'm walking down the street with my mom after going to the public bath, and then I used to see them, and I always point and I tell my mom, "Mom, 포장마차 가자." Right? And then she's like, "Okay." And then we go.
Fair enough. Okay, let's put it all together.
Okay.
So the first thing to add is the sauce. So just gonna add it all into the broth that we've made. Now, because we want the bacon to flavor the broth a little bit, we're gonna put that in next. Just give it a little stir. And then we're gonna put the duck in. I used to pull these all apart individually, and then I realized that they stick together once they're in the sauce anyways. So I just pulled them apart a little bit now, because the sauce actually brings them apart. Just wait a little bit till it comes back to the boil before we add the last couple of ingredients. Okay. So it's now come to a boil, so we want to put the carrots in it.
It smells great.
And we're going to put the cabbage in it. I like lots of cabbage. So I always put just a little more than the recipe calls for. And once you can hear it boiling and you're confident that it's going to stay at a rolling boil, you can turn it down to medium. And you're going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the duck and the vegetables are all cooked. If you're buying fresh duck, fresh rice cakes, it'll take closer to 10 minutes, but if you're buying the frozen ones, it's closer to 15. So we're just going to let that boil. I have a question for you. So if I'm ordering this at a street food stall, how would I address the woman who's working at the street food stall? Because it's different. In Canada, we just say, "Excuse me, I would like this." How would you say that in Korean?
We call the lady who runs the whole thing 아주머니. It's a general term to call someone you respect, but you're not related to them. Because in Korea, you don't call people by their first name. It's like ma'am. So,
Okay.
and 아주머니 is the term. 아주머니. So you can go 아주머니, and then she'll answer 네, and you you ask for the food you want, right? So for example, 떡볶이. So 떡볶이 주세요. 아주머니, 떡볶이 주세요.
Cookie!
예! 이거 네.
Jen, come on, let's eat.
빨리 와, 밥 먹자. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious.
I'm so excited. Okay, everyone, dig in. Let's eat.
밥 먹자. 잘 먹겠습니다.
So these fresh duck are a lot better than the frozen one. Like the texture?
The texture.
A lot better.
The taste will be the same, but the texture is much better. Thanks for watching, everyone. And don't forget to leave comments if you like our recipes. And come back next month to watch our next episode. Bye!
See you. Bye-bye.
맛있다.
You were like holding it, like I was like, wow, Jen's doing really well.
And this is your glass.
Like,
and
how
I
many?
have milk.